Hey guys, I thought I'd do a little video. This one's going to be kind of a show and tell plus a little testimony. And why not, while I'm doing this, I thought, okay, for one, I'm going to be talking about this toy I got today Boba Fett. I got the comic book. He's, it's basically your same figure that they do. But I am glad this one particularly stands up better and has a better articulation than the one I got that was from. They did one for the animated short that was on the Christmas special of Star Wars. But yeah, the past few days I've been getting out some action figures and getting my motivation back for that stuff. And as y'all know, if any of you have been watching, the head for my avatar to be me, Gray Cloud, which is pretty close. I mean, I couldn't have found a better head there, and I really appreciate my friend, in another country doing what he did. And of course, this is the body that came with, and he doctored that up a little. Yesterday, I was messing around and had my Gray Cloud head on this Boba Fett action figure body. Um, but also for show and tell, I was going to show you this awesome. If you'll remember, a friend of mine out in California, which he's not from California, but he lives in California. Craig Sawyer, Craig S. Sawyer, or Craig E. Sawyer. I mean, um, he was he wrote Forbidden Museum. This is the variant cover. There's issue 1, issue 2. He wrote those comics and Mars City Vice. But he's just, I wanted to say, it's cool knowing someone that's somewhat doing the thing. You know what I mean? He's doing what he likes. He's doing something creative, and he's making a living at it. But I wanted to plug his first book here. His first full own novel. It's a short novella, Playboy. It just came in yesterday, man. I'm ecstatic. I may start reading it today. If not, I definitely will probably start tomorrow if I don't today. I haven't really made up my mind yet. But, then this is something I'd also ordered that, if you'll remember, I was sharing with you that I had been reading The Mystical Eye, which was a book by Joel Goldsmith. And this guy this is the same author, which I have had this book also, not this particular printing, but The Infinite Way. And it's talking about uh, the organization and the movement he founded back years ago in the early 20th century of the followers of the Infinite Way, which meaning Christ, and talking about Christ consciousness, Christ, and then really just activating and being full on uh, uh, actively doing and participating in your spirituality and your said beliefs and stuff and communications with the divine. That's a little pin that fell out of the comics there. That's pretty cool though. I need to put it on my hat. That little pin there. That's something Craig had sent me, the author of Playboy and the comic books and stuff. But also, and here's a little bit of testimony. So today, somebody on Instagram, I messaged them that I was trying to send them they're supposed to be printing me up a shirt out of the kindness of their heart, and I was trying to purchase one of their designs. They said, if you don't see it in my Etsy store, pick out something and I'll print it for you. And then I was having trouble ordering it straight through the Etsy store. I don't have an account, of course, but I'm going to set up one. But the point is, he gave me an email to send him, because what I wanted to do, since he's going to print me a shirt of a certain thing I picked out, just on him for following him and supporting him, and I've shared some of my life and stuff. I wanted to buy a shirt, and so the thing is, the money still had not, like, I tried a new thing on my card. I use Varo, and I'm supposed to be able to send to anybody wherever they receive money from. So it could be Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever. And he sent me the email that would be associated with the one, because he said his PayPal was messed up. Anyway, he was supposed to have gotten an email, and he never did. He checked for it, but it might have went into his spam, and then he never did actually get his eyes on the email, because if he had gotten the eyes on the email, he could have clicked a button or something, and the $25 that I was trying to send for the shirt would have went through, and he would have had it. So I messaged him today and asked him if he had found the email yet, and he hadn't. So he asked me if the money was taken out of my account, and I didn't know like how these things work. So the money was deducted from my account, but it was still hanging there, and I had the option to cancel it. And I went ahead and canceled it, because for whatever reason, the email, he hasn't seen it. So it either got sent and it's buried in a bunch of spam, or something just happened. And that was cool, because I told him, let me see what happens when I cancel this. And when I canceled it, it put money back right into my account, which is a positive, because I was really, I'm low on money, and we're still early in the month. And so that was a blessing. And he said, no worries, we're still good. He hadn't had a chance to print the shirt that he was wanting to give me anyway, and he hadn't been able to print up both shirts anyway. He's been real busy. He's got a real life too. But on top of that, so I just told him we'll get everything situated. So when my next pay cycle comes in a few weeks, I'll purchase a shirt then. And I told him, don't be in a rush. The one he's going to print just to give me, he may get it done, and I might have that before I am able to order one or not. I don't know. The idea is that when I get these shirts in hand, because I'm gonna work with him and maybe on getting some kind of a logo type thing drawn. He's a really cool artist. I wish I could remember. I tell you how to follow him on Instagram. It's Neo Sapien, I think, is what is how you would find his art. Let me tell you. Okay. It's like, if you go on Instagram, it's Nico Sapien, like, the at symbol, then NICOSAPIEN, like Homo sapien, but Nico Sapien, like, his name or something. But check out his art if you can, if you're on Instagram. So he's a silk screener, and that's something I used to do. But so anyway, I was blessed to have a little bit of money back into my account, because I offered that if he needed me to go ahead and I could resend it. I could have gotten some more information and done that. But the other part of the testimony is this: the church I've been going to for a year now, a little bit, right out of a year. Came through. I guess every year they do this, but I've been going there, and last year I was blessed with a $25 Foodland gift card, and they blessed anybody in this trailer park with $25 gift cards today for food and stuff at Foodland. So I'm gonna. That's a true blessing too, you know. I'm gonna be able to pick up a little bit more animal food, and then actually, well, you know, with the money that was put back into my account and anything else that I may need between now and next payday, I'll have a little. I have a little bit more than I was. I wasn't completely broke, but you know, like today, I had to count out some change. I used what was left on my card, and I had 96 cents, and then I counted out the rest in change, and then in dollars, and I still got a bunch of change in a jar, but it was getting low. So I'm blessed for that. And I was thinking about, I had thought about making this also a story time video telling you about when James did. Well, I might as well just end it with that. Like, we're coming up on Thanksgiving's. Let me tell you, you know, I told you a week or two ago about James, my brother, who is dead. He died when he was 19 in a car wreck, and I was like 9 or 10 years old. I told you about him going to get that Godzilla for me and stuff. And uh, these are two things I got too. I got some. I got two of these. That makes three little tables. I'm gonna set up a little bar scene for my action figures here probably today. Sometime set up some bottles and have some drinking going on with them. Not me drinking, but you know. Um. Oh, I didn't show y'all this either. But I was talking about James. That's just really cool. I found that the other day. I'm just ecstatic about it. But anyway, so yeah, I told you about James going in that bad tornado weather and rescuing my Godzilla and stuff, and I told you about that Christmas getting Godzilla and the two Shogun warriors. Well, let me tell you about when it was coming up upon. It was like James wasn't able to be with us for. He wasn't home on Thanksgiving that year, and Mom, I remember Mom being upset over it. So we had a Thanksgiving without James there. He wasn't dead yet, but between when we had Thanksgiving and Christmas, I don't remember what the date was, but there was a wreck and James had died. So many months after, you know, once his belongings got arrived at up in Tennessee from Florida because he was in Florida. One of the things that he had in his belongings was a Christmas present, and it had been wrapped. So the significance of this story is that James wasn't able to be at Thanksgiving that year, and we didn't know whether he'd be there for Christmas or not. But he had already, out of everybody that he could have bought gifts for, he had thought about me and bought a gift. So there was a gift in his belongings after he died, wrapped. And when Mom gave that to me, I wanted to tell you, like, for an entire year, I did not open the gift. I did not open it. It was weird. Like, I just didn't know, like, what, like, my brother's dead, you know, and here's this gift. And so about a year later, sometime a year later after that Christmas, I finally opened it up, and it was a Panther. It was, if you're familiar with action figures and stuff, He-Man was the craze at the time. I wasn't out of Star Wars, but at this point, Star Wars was phasing out, and I was getting into He-Man and GI Joes, and so I had a Castle Grayskull, and I had, you know, but James had picked up the panther, the purple tiger that Skeletor would ride, and that was one of the most significant gifts I've ever received. And it was just a strange feeling to open it after the fact of knowing this person, my brother, took the effort to find something, and he found something that he knew that I would really like. He knew me better than I thought he knew me, and I just wanted to add that in there. And it's around we're coming up on Thanksgiving and stuff, so be thankful for what you got, guys, and be grateful for who you're with, who you can spend time with. Even if you're alone, be grateful for the time you do, that you breathe. Be grateful. That's all I can. That's the best thing I can stress. I just appreciate everybody that watches and is being patient with me as we go along. And like I said, I took the video down for that Way of the Wizard book, and I'm gonna reach out to somebody else and see if they would like the copy of it, and maybe when I get paid next, I'll, you know, no, neither here or there. Now I'm gonna still be giving this away, this action figure, eventually. I just haven't got all the details. I got so much going on, things being cut out of me physically, and different elements and stuff. Let me get things in order, and it'll hopefully we'll have a toy giveaway coming soon, and I'll be kicking off some other cool content. Anyway, I appreciate y'all's time. Until the next time around, this is Mr. Gray Cloud. Oh, Gray Cloud, Mr. Cloud, sage of the eternal moment. Over and out, ditto.